Manchester City banned. What does that mean? Breaking news. Manchester City were fined 30 million euros and banned from all UEFA competitions for 2 consecutive seasons for serious breaches of financial fair play rules.
The leaked emails and documents show that City's owner, Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan of the Abu Dhabi ruling family, contributed to about 67.5 million euros of annual sponsorship to City's shirt, their stadium, and the academy by the country's airline, Etihad. One of the leaked emails suggests that only about $8 million of that recorded money in the 2015/2016 season was funded directly by Etihad, while the rest of the money was funded by Mansour's own vehicle company. The adjudicatory chamber, having considered all this evidence, has come to the conclusion that Manchester City has committed serious breaches of the UEFA financial fair play regulations by understating its sponsorship in revenue in its accounts and in the break-even information submitted during the years of 2012 and through 2016. So guys, with the financial fair play regulation, it was introduced in 2011 by UEFA, and it had the aim of encouraging football clubs across Europe not to overspend on players' wages, which restricts the amounts club owners can put in to cover their own losses. Sponsorships boost revenues, and therefore the amounts clubs have to spend under financial fair play regulation. So the perception that Manchester City's owner himself was funding the Etihad deal has led to the serious allegation that City had deceived UEFA's CFCB, which has the role of ensuring compliance with the financial fair play regulation.
Alright, so now let's discuss the positive and negatives this ban will have on Manchester City as a club. So obviously, going into the negatives, Manchester City will lose millions in sponsorships because they are not participating in the Champions League. As a result, City will have to sell some of their star players. Starting with David Silva. He is already 34 years of age and he is looking to go and finish his career in China to collect a big paycheck. Next, we have Leroy Sané. He is a big transfer target for Bayern Munich, and he was about to complete the move, but at the last minute he got injured, and this stalled the transfer for this summer. As for Kevin De Bruyne and Sergio Aguero, many big teams will try to take advantage of this ban and buy the players so that they can decorate their careers with more goals, more assists, and more trophies completed. As for Raheem Sterling, it is a big mystery what he will decide to do, so we move on to the next player, and that's Gabriel Jesus, and he will most likely stay in City to become the number 9, and he will build off his place in the starting 11, and hopefully after the ban's over, he can remain as the main number 9 of Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus is still a young player and he has time to develop, so this will be the best choice for him. Bernardo Silva will receive many offers from big Spanish clubs as he is Portuguese, and there's also mystery circulating his move and departure. And now, moving on to Pep Guardiola. This is very interesting because there's a lot of speculation regarding what Pep Guardiola will do at the end of this season. In a recent interview, Guardiola said that the club expects him to win the Champions League, and that if they don't beat Real Madrid next week in the Champions League, the chairman will sack him. Now is the best time for Guardiola to leave and switch clubs with the least amount of implications. He has been champion of Spain, Germany, and England, and he will most likely want to go and become a champion somewhere else. So, where can he go? Well, the number one option is in Italy, more specifically as coach of Juventus. Juventus is a big club, and Pep Guardiola will most likely be drawn to them. Why Juventus? Because this is a big opportunity for Pep Guardiola to become a champion in 4 different countries as a coach, and he has the possibility and opportunity to work with Cristiano Ronaldo. He has previously been working with Lionel Messi in Barcelona, and tell me what other manager has the opportunity to work with both Messi and Ronaldo, the big megastars of the era. No one. What implications will Pep Guardiola's departure have on City? Will the new coach be able to keep the team alive in their playstyle and their character? These are all very big questions that the club of Manchester City will have to decide. And now moving on to the positives. The team will be oriented to buy fresh, new young star players and start the new generation of this Manchester City team. They will be looking at young talents who are very hungry to play and eager to get into Manchester City. These players will have old players such as Fernandinho and Laporte to guide them as they enter the team. In the attack, they will have whoever stays, most likely Gabriel Jesus.
Right now, the coaches and players have their backs against the wall, and this will mobilize them and push them forward to lead fantastic and fabulous games in order for them to win the Champions League.
This is a psychological moment and will lead City to show the world what they have achieved this season. This will also free them of pressure, and Man City will become a beast because they are not worried about qualifying for Champions League next season. In addition, the players will be motivated to play better so that they can sell themselves for more money to big teams.
There are also some positive aspects for top players in the Premier League, such as Sheffield United, who, ending in the top 5 this season, and perhaps if it happens next season, will be able to prove themselves in elaborate and big competitions such as the Champions League. City have said, simply put, this is a case initiated by UEFA, prosecuted by UEFA, and judged by UEFA. With this prejudicial process now over, the club will pursue an impartial judgment as quickly as possible and will therefore, in the first instance, commence proceedings with the Court of Arbitration for Sport at the earliest opportunity.
So, which club is next? PSG for sure.
PSG bought Neymar for around 220 million euros, and in that same year, Mbappe was estimated at about 180 million euros. So if PSG bought both Mbappe and Neymar, they would be violating the financial fair play regulation. So in order to get around this rule, Monaco loaned Mbappe to PSG, and as the next season came around, PSG was able to purchase Mbappe to avoid breaking the financial fair play regulation.
Alright guys, comment down below what you think will happen. Will Pep leave? Will he stay? Which players are going to depart City? And who's going to win Champions League this season? Make sure you like and share this with a friend and let them know what is going on.